I heard Carnero say that there's a lot of concern over the direction of Eve and that players have been having an emotional response to that. And I was like, well, that pretty much describes me to a T. I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said that I was invested in this game. Of course, I shouldn't have to explain it to you guys. I mean, if you're invested in Eve or in any MMO, you already know. I'm sure it seems silly to outsiders, but it's more than just a game. We make friends and form communities. We can get as emotional over wins and losses as coaches, players, and sports fans can. We feel pride in our quirks and alliances. We pour ridiculous amounts of time and effort into our characters and our player groups and content creation, both in and out of game. There are casuals and people who come and go, but for the hardcore, this game is a part of our lives. So yeah, I can get rather emotional over this game, which does make it kind of difficult for me to sit back and make dispassionate judgments and rational decisions when it comes to it. And well, I think I made a bad decision. Of course, I was upset, and I most certainly wanted to vent, but I'm not just some random asshole with a mic and too much spare time. People actually listen to me. Not a lot, don't worry, I'm not getting the ego, but I do have some influence, and I basically used it to help drag down morale at a time when it was already suffering. And on top of that, I've actually had people tell me they were canceling their subscriptions. I don't know what's going on at CCP or if this ship can be righted, but I do know that I want to stop drilling holes in the side. I don't want to bring down morale or provide the last straw for people who might be ready to quit. What I want is for the best possible version of Eve. So, I've decided on a few things. First, I'm going to make a suggestion video, like the suggestions you sometimes see on the forums. I would do a write-up, but I've actually had people say too long didn't listen to my videos, so I doubt many people would make it through my wall of text. Anyway, I'll get into the weeds with it in that video, but I really like it because I think it's a good compromise. It would provide another way for CCP to monetize the game, but players would actually get something worthwhile out of it, and it shouldn't throw off balance or disproportionately affect different players to an unfair degree. So I think it's a win-win for all the relevant stakeholders. Second, there was a guy on the forums talking about how negative everyone was and how we only seemed to complain. And quite honestly, he's right. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to not like an aspect of the game or to give constructive feedback, but I feel where he's coming from. After all, there is a lot I love about Eve, but I only ever pipe up when I see something I don't like. So I wanted to change that. But I figured, why not go a step further and make a video about what I like about the game? Unfortunately, I already know that I'm going to turn it into a major project, so it's going to take me a while. In fact, you'll probably see smaller videos before then. However, I am really excited and passionate about it, so you don't have to worry about it being one of those videos that I let languish on a back burner. I know I've said that I do quite a few videos by now that have still yet to materialize. Don't worry, this won't be one of those. Of course, I wish I could release it as soon as possible because I feel like the community could use something fun and uplifting right now, but I also want to do a good job on it. After all, it will be my love letter to Eve. Anyway, I was kind of thinking that I'd like to hear from you guys. I'd like to know what you guys love about Eve, or if you have any interesting or funny Eve stories or memes and all that good stuff. I can't promise I'll use it in my video. I mean, I'm not Noah Gervais. I'm not trying to make feature-length YouTube videos here, but I might, and I think it might be cool to do so. But no promises, because I still haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to handle it yet. Anyway, I probably need to start a new forum thread, but I also feel kind of bad about the one I created. Like, it has gotten dark over there. People are upset, arguing, calling each other names.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
So, I was hoping that it could be turned around. I don't know if that's possible. It could be too far gone, but I know it's not something that I could do by myself. Like, if you've seen it or you've ever spent time on the forums before, you already know what it's like. So it would definitely take a concerted effort from a lot of people to bring that thread back from the dark side. So, I don't know, maybe. Anyway, if you have a good memory, a funny story, or just want to say what you like about the game, please go over there and tell it. The link is down below. Alright, I think that's it for right now. And I'm sorry if you're one of the people that I let down. I don't know what's going on at CCP, but I am disappointed in myself for not handling this better. Oh, and by the way, I've been reading all of your comments, whether I replied to them or not. Unfortunately, I think I obliterated them when I set the video to private. Regardless, I did get plenty of interesting and noteworthy comments from a lot of people, and I wanted to thank you guys for leaving them. Anyway, one person I want to mention, Johnny Pugh left a comment. It was 2 syllables, and it still managed to make me feel bad. Anyway, I bring it up because I popped over to his channel, and I noticed that he was making YouTube videos again. So his fans should be happy about that. And while I'm at it, The Lone Wolf and Talking in Stations both made comments as well, both of which have some excellent content. And I particularly like Talking in Stations because it helps keep me in the loop and provides me with some different perspectives. Okay, that's it for real this time.